Hey guys, it's me, EODGamer here, and in this video I want to talk specifically about a meta team that is very difficult to handle, and that is the Eironn combo over here. So Eironn is very strong because especially when you have him at higher copies, he has an insane amount of CC that even starts when the game begins. What he does is he sucks everyone into one center, as some of you might have seen. This unit here, Arden, combos very nicely with him because every time an enemy gets CC'd, he basically deals like a ton of damage to enemies, which he puts out massive amounts of DPS as well. The last character here, Carolina, she has a very insane amount of crowd control. Her ult basically freezes an enemy in like an ice cube kind of thing, like one of those Dream Realm bosses. And in this video, I want to actually share with you a way that I use to tackle these kind of mobs. This is not the perfect comp, of course. This person here is maybe doesn't have resources to get all of them, like maybe you found this team out, but he has the core tree, which I think it makes a very good video for us to share with you how to actually handle the Eironn metal comp. So how I like to do it personally is I focus on teammates that don't mind being huddled together like in a shield. So one of the characters that works really well is Smokey and Murky because he heals in an AoE fashion. So if you suck all of your team members into one comp, you basically are helping everyone get the sustain, the attack speed that Smokey and Murky has. So he is one of the characters that I like a lot against Eironn comp. Another character that I like quite a bit, which I fortunately have built, is a character like Lucius. Lucius puts up a radius light healing and shielding, which is quite difficult to heal your whole party normally, but against team compositions with Eironn, you are actually able to shield and heal your entire team. I will show you that in a bit as well, and he's able to burst very quickly as well. So in this comp, I'll just show you a core of these two supports, which I'm sure a lot of you have. One is an A rank, one is a very meta support as well. Other than that, I'm just going to try to address the rest of the roster here, especially the Rainer, who's going to be a bit annoying trying to switch my characters around. So what I'm going to be doing is I'm just going to force him to like put weird characters. So since he's switching units, I'm going to actually put my knight here who has a bit of mobility around the entirety of the map. And I'm of course going to put a bit of DPS onto here. So I'm going to run with this, and I think for now, Confining Spell is pretty much fine for this combat. So let's go ahead and take a look. Let's see how it performs. And I'm going to just slow this down a little bit so we can actually see. So this is the comp. He saps and shrinks everyone in. And as you can see now, Lucius, Smokey and Murky basically healing up everything that they are doing. And my unit is actually backlining them. So this is how I love to handle Eironn comps. A lot of people struggle with Eironn comps, but I do not, especially with this combo of Smokey and Murky and Lucius as well. As you can see, he shields in an AoE, and when they're all sapped together like at the start of the battle, really very fantastic, and the rest of them is basically a storm by now. You can see that we address these units really well. So since we are on this topic, I don't just want to stop at one. Let's see whether we can try to find another one, and I want to share with you my step-by-step thought process of how I handle the meta comp. And guys, if you can see here, I'm in Legendary 3 because I took a break. Thankfully now we are almost going to be promoted. All I just need to do is just finish the waiting period, then we can get promoted back into champion. I took a short break resting and creating other content. But anyways, this video of course is sponsored by AFK Journey, so thank you and huge shout out to them for sponsoring the channel as well. Now let's look at another comp. This guy was the guy we fought, right? It looks exactly the same one. So I'm not going to challenge him again. Let's find a different player. It's going to be very prevalent. You'll find a lot of these players playing with this meta team, especially if you're approaching the higher tier. If you are maybe a newer player also, you can try to like build these characters for the slightly long run, because now it's like super meta. Everyone's like running basically this team at the higher tier. This is of course in Legendary 3, so they are not all running these particular units. Let me see if I can find yeah, none of them really, but I hope you guys see that all the different comps that they are using. This is what's going on in this bracket of players. Okay, this is probably one of the closer ones to the meta team. Took a while to find. You have Eironn, the core of Eironn at very high copies, because you want him at high copies to unlock his EX weapon as well. You have this one, who is Arden, and you have Carolina. These are all the three core characters that you need. Damey is also one of the very strong ones, and the best in class tank, of course, is Thoran to counter it. And I'm going to show you how I actually handle these kind of teams. We are more or less... I have quite a bit more power than him, so let's just see whether we can manage that as well. So what I'm going to do, instead of confining, let's put it a bit more sustain. Let's just try to survive the initial combo that they do. So similarly, what's going to happen is Eironn is going to set them in. you will have characters like this Ardent here is dealing tons of damage. Once Carolina's able to burst, she'll freeze one of your DPSs, and if you don't deal with them fast enough, Thoron is just going to like eat through your entire roster. Damey is also pretty annoying because he just summons that thing on the field, which is a bit distracting, especially if your DPS is trying to snipe certain characters down. So let's take a look. Let me show you how this combo goes. And same combo, I'm running a Smokey and Murky together with a Lucius combo. And as you can see, straight away the battle starts. Smokey and Murky is healing and buffing everyone up straight away. The more damage Lucius takes, and I just want you to focus on Lucius real quick. So he's healing. He probably is going to heal the tank here once he gets his ult ready, because she probably has the lowest life. So Lucius coming up. So they are sucked in again. Lucius shield. The shield now shields all 5 members with massive amounts of shielding and healing. So this comp is excellent at countering Eironn comps because of the combo of how they rely on AoE fashion. Eironn is just helping to... The enemy Eironn is just helping me to get all my healing and shielding buffs up. And it's pretty much like a storm. As you can see, the DPS here doesn't really matter as much. So the power, you could argue that I could have done with a slightly lower power, and the strategy still works. The tank here, left with Thoron, and it's pretty much easy GG after this already. So very, very strong, very, very good comp. I highly encourage you guys to do it. Of course, a lot of damage is coming from DPSs, but you can see we managed to nullify a lot of their strategy of trying to like wombo combo in, given that how little damage that Eironn did as well. And if you guys found this video helpful, maybe helping you fight against an enemy that you're struggling with, a meta comp, do like and subscribe for more such future content. And thank you guys so much for watching as well. Huge shout out to AFK Journey again for sponsoring this video. If you found this video helpful, like and subscribe. See you in the next video.